Welcome back to more of the Gaming Blind with SammoBam Let's Play of Pokemon Stadium Randomized. I'm kind of glad that I went ahead and started the episode here. I registered my team and I wasn't exactly sure what was going to happen, and then the game started flashing a lot, so I'm kind of glad I didn't actually save that on here. But this is my team. I decided to go with Jolteon, Gyarados, Exeggutor, Rhydon, Machamp, and Hypno. Not only is this a decent team because of the fact that I don't really have any types matching, even though there were a bunch of really good water types. This also has pretty much all the type coverage I could ask for. So that being said, now I have to look at the opponent's team and see what they have to deal with. And this guy has both a Mankey and a Primate. That's a great start. And the hell is that? It's a Poliwhirl and a Victory Bell. Sure. The guy has a random Articuno. Perfect. And a Horsey. Okay. So, I would like to take... I want to take Rhydon to deal with that Articuno, but at the same time, I have a feeling he'd probably just get one-shotted by any Ice-type attack, so probably not going to do that. Let's see. Gyarados would probably do well against most of these. Let's see if I can do this right. Okay, because Gyarados has Earthquake, which will deal with, I guess, nothing in this particular fight. But it has Flamethrower, which will deal with the Articuno and the Rafflesia flower, or the Vileplume over there. Okay. Let's see, 2... Oh, we'd also, with Wing Attack, he'd be able to deal with both Primeape and Mankey. And then we can take Jolteon to deal with the water types. And then who cares after that? So we'll start with Gyarados, and then we'll go to Jolteon, and let's see. What do I want to do? I could take Exeggutor for Petal Dance, and also he would probably resist any of the fighting type attacks. Petal Dance would do a decent amount of damage against them. It would be terrible against Articuno and Vileplume, so maybe not. I could take Hypno just for Spore Dream Eater shenanigans. Also, it's Fire Blast and Sky Attack. Let's take Hypno. Last spot. It's throwing me off a little bit because the way that the controller is auto set up in RetroArch, the B button on my controller is actually the A button for the N64 controller. It's very confusing. Okay, so starting with a Mankey, that's fine. I think we can deal with that. I think Earthquake would actually do more damage. How is it 56? Wow, I mean, I know I set up to always have PP maxes for everything, but damn. Let's see. I think Earthquake would still do more damage. Would it? No, I think Wing Attack would do slightly more damage just because it's both same type attack bonus and super effective against the Mankey. I'm sorry, Monkey is apparently what this Mankey is called. Nice. One-shotted that Mankey. I'm okay with this. Good start. I like it. It is very wild, sir. Thank you for noticing, I guess. Okay, this is going to be a bit more of a challenge, I think. I'm going to go for Flamethrower because it's probably my best option here. Okay. It sounds like there's like a weird electric buzzing in the background. It's throwing me off a lot. That did not do much damage. Oh boy. Seismic Toss sucks. But at least you know it's consistent damage. So I was going to tell you about how I discovered this game. So, a long time ago, I was, I think, 14 years old. This was back in 1999, so that tells you exactly how old I am, which is very. I went on vacation to Hawaii with my mom. Drill Peck is probably going to do more damage here. Yow. Okay. And there was I remember one day we found like this like Japanese import shop that I remember going in there and just marveling at all the stuff that they had that was like I had, up to this point, like I've been playing video games for a long time, but I had never really like experienced or seen what kind of stuff is like comes out of Japan, or that's like directly imported from Japan, I guess I should say. So when I walked into this room, this store, that's not going to do much. It's still going to knock me out in 2 hits, which is unfortunate. But yeah. That did not do much damage. Okay. Because it wasn't just like video games. It was also, they had like imports for for like anime and stuff. What is this Primeape doing? Okay, fine, whatever. But they had like tons of like VHS tapes, because this was before DVDs were like a big thing. They had like tons of VHS tapes for like Dragon Ball Z and all this sort of stuff. Like they had like hundreds of tapes. It was, what the hell is this? This, oh, he got me, really? Oh, that was leaked. That sucks. I was hoping to not have to change Pokemon here. Okay, let's just take Jolteon and speed past him and kill him. Anyway, so this place had like just tons of all sorts of crazy Japanese import stuff. Crazy to me, because I had never really seen anything like this before. And I remember that one of the things I saw was a Nintendo 64 cart that had Pokemon on the cover, but it was in Japanese, so I didn't know what the heck it was exactly. And this was like before Pokemon Stadium was even known to be a thing, or that like anyone knew that it was even going to come out in North America. So it was like, this looks really cool. And I was like, I had to have it. And, you know, my mom was very obliging to me, because the game itself was like $70. And of course, because it was a Japanese version of the game, I didn't know this at the time, that you could have just like broken off a little bit of your N64 to make it compatible with the Japanese games. But we bought like a converter that allowed me to play the game on my US N64 and my North American N64. And of course it was in Japanese, so I couldn't understand anything that was happening. But it was really cool, because I had found out about this game that I would have never known about until probably a year or so later, whenever this game actually came out. It was cool to have, well, it was Pokemon Stadium 2 in Japan, because the first Pokemon Stadium was a sort of like demo version that had about 40 Pokemon in the game. It's kind of weird. I guess it was sort of like a proof of concept sort of thing. And then they released Pokemon Stadium 2, which I guess that was the thing that sold me on it. Was like, there's a second one? What? I thought it was going to be like all this new crazy stuff that had never been seen before. And it turns out it was just not, that wasn't how it worked. Anyway, let's see. So this person has a Growlithe, Vaporeon, Charmander. Okay. Tangela. They have a Rhydon and a Porygon. Okay. So let me think about this for a second. So we have 3 things that are weak to water. So I'm probably going to take Jolteon because it has Surf. We have we have a water type. So we'll probably take... Jolteon's probably pretty much going to be the carry here. Tangela. What do I want to use against Tangela? Probably maybe Gyarados because of Flamethrower. Or maybe Hypno because of Fire Blast. And then I guess I can just take Machamp to deal with Porygon if I have to deal with that. So we're going to start with Jolteon and then go Gyarados. No, not Gyarados, sorry. Or no, I was like, yeah, Gyarados. And we'll do Machamp third. Let's see what happens here. I'm glad that I found at least a couple of decent Pokemon that are going to be pretty much carrying me through this entire run. That being basically Jolteon and Gyarados are going to be hard carries for me in this. I don't know if Surf would be better than Earthquake, but that's okay. It's like the idea of seeing a Jolteon surf the waves. It makes total sense. Makes as much sense as a Pikachu surfing, I guess. I don't hate to say this, but the announcer is, strangely enough, it's like one of the biggest selling points to me of this game, because it's just so ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna switch to Machamp here, because I want to try and get us at least one special super effective move. I swear I know what the English language is sometimes, not every time, occasionally. Also, I rarely get a chance to actually use fighting types in Gen 1. Slam is gonna hurt. Okay, or it can miss, that's fine. Now the problem here with high jump kick is that it can miss. As long as it doesn't switch, right? Okay, it can miss though. We got a sweet drop kick. That should knock it out. Oh, it didn't. Never mind. I'm actually kind of surprised that survived. Okay. That's the problem with moves like Slam, is that they're very inaccurate. I think it was like 75 accuracy. It was a huge... It was like... Okay. 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 That was amazing. That animation of Machamp just doing like an incredible amount of punches and just bubbles floating out of his face. Okay. I wonder if High Jump Kick or Bubble Beam would do... I think Bubble Beam would actually do more. Not because... Well, just because Machamp, even though its special attack is not very good, just the fact that it's going to do quad damage to this Rhydon. Okay. Double slap, sure. Well, it slapped me twice, so that's fine. I can't get over the animation of Machamp doing Bubble Beam. It's the best thing. Oh my god. This game's great. This is why I like your randomizer stuff, is for silly stuff like this. Just seeing Machamp doing Bubble Beam. I mean, they had to program all this stuff in, even if you're using illegal moves, which, you know, obviously I am, because Machamp can't learn Bubble Beam. That's why all the moves are like this sort of pinkish reddish color. But it's like they still had to program in animations for like every Pokemon doing every move, and some of them are probably pretty simple like that. But still, I think it's quite funny that they're doing that. Okay, so our third trainer has a Vulpix named Firefox. That's cute. We have a Lickitung. We have a Beedrill, Magmar, Abra, and Oddish. Okay, so we have two Pokemon that are weak to Psychic, or Fire, I guess would be a better thing for that, for the Beedrill and the Oddish. Okay, so again, Gyarados would probably be pretty good for that. And there's two fire types, so again, Gyarados would be fine for that with Earthquake. I'll take Machamp to deal with the Lickitung. And then Abra's the problem. I was honestly considering taking Pinsir just because it had Twin Needle, but that was its only redeeming quality, and I couldn't justify taking it over something else like Gyarados or Machamp or anything. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to lead with Gyarados. And let's see, let's take Machamp. And who do we want to take third? Don't know if it matters that much. I guess we'll just take Jolteon because it has Surf. It's my justification, I guess. Okay. Damn. Of course he is the Lickitung. Of course he starts with Lickitung. Alright, let's swap out. I could honestly use Earthquake or Flamethrower on this Lickitung and it would probably knock it out in 2 or 3 hits. But I want to have a better chance at like one-shotting. I probably won't one-shot it with High Jump Kick, unfortunately. Spike Cannon shouldn't do too much. Unless he hits 5 times. It's 4 times. Okay. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Machamp's got pretty decent defenses on it, so... Alright. He didn't have a Ghost type, so I shouldn't worry about missing High Jump Kick. And he's switching. Probably to Beedrill or Oddish. Yeah. Should have known. So that's not going to do much. I mean, it's an Oddish, so it's not going to be particular. Okay, I can still probably 2-shot Oddish. I actually can 2-shot Oddish. Let's see. Oh, I forgot I had Crabhammer on this guy. I should use Crabhammer against that. I totally forgot I had Crabhammer. I should use that instead of Bubble Beam against that Rhydon. Durr. Oh, I missed. That sucks. What does this thing have? Oh, that sucks. Okay, it missed. That's fine. Try it again. Or drop kicks, please. Okay, there we go. Oh, I didn't knock it out. That's kind of a surprise. I thought I was going to do enough to knock it out. I guess I miscalculated earlier. Or maybe it was a crit before? I don't know. I wasn't paying very close attention. There we go. Okay. It's amazing that it takes 3 high jump kicks for a Machamp to knock out an Oddish. It's a tiny radish with legs. Why do I have to kick it 3 times to knock it out? Okay, so Lickitung is probably going to survive a high jump kick and will probably knock out Machamp. probably has like Psychic or something ridiculous. So we'll see what happens. Good. Okay. Didn't quite get it, but that's fine. Oh, right, it had Spike Cannon. That's its best move. Okay. Not bad. The champ's still hanging in there. I'm gonna stick with what brought me to the dance. I don't see a reason to switch out. At this point, might as well. Okay, good. You have a lick tongue. This game is ridiculous. Okay, what's your last? If it's Beedrill, I'll be a little bit saddened, but... Okay, that's fine. I wonder if... I bet you High Jump Kick would probably still do more damage to this... to the Vulpix. Oh, it's faster. Sure, brilliant. Okay. I mean, if it keeps using Substitute, then, I mean, eventually I'll knock it out. Just gonna take a little bit of time, I guess. Oh. Doesn't it normally have Confuse Ray? I'm pretty sure it has Confuse Ray normally. Okay, come on. Yeah! Breakthrough Confusion and miss. Brilliant. Thank you for doing that. You know, let's try Crab Hammer. I think I picked the right move. Oh! Never mind. This Vulpix is a giant... this Vulpix is a giant dick. Okay. Well, in that case, if you're gonna Fire Spin... I mean, at least this wasn't like... This wasn't like Gen... everything after this, I think. Because at least in Gen 1, if you're in a trapping move, like Bind or Fire Spin or Clamp, you can just switch out and you get a free switch in. So something like Fire Spin is not really that big of a problem for me. But we should take care of it here. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I should take care of it. I'd be surprised if... Really? 2 health? Thank you. Brilliant. You substitute with 2 health. Oh, goodness. Okay, good. Take care of this guy. That wasn't too bad. Alright. I might try to go for the fight with Brock during this episode. Yeah, might as well give it a try, right? See what happens. I think we can see which Pokemon are going to be our MVPs for this, at least for Gym Leader Tower. Who knows what's going to happen in other versions, because I think other game modes have different, they have like different Pokemon movesets and that sort of thing, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, good. Another Articuno here. Okay. One of the options I did check for Gym Leaders, or Gym Leader Tower, is that they do have, I think, like 2 to 3 Pokemon that are sort of like their signature Pokemon. So, you know, Brock has like, he has his Onix, he has a Ninetales, which makes sense because he had a Vulpix in the anime, and he has a Golem because he had Geodude and that sort of thing. Okay. I need to think about this for a second. So, he has 2 rock ground types. So Jolteon with Surf would destroy them without too much of an issue. We have a Ninetales, which I think would also be a good thing for Jolteon to have. I could also bring Gyarados for Earthquake. Articuno, I have Jolteon with Thunder Punch. Let's see, Lapras, I have Jolteon with Thunder Punch. Or I could use Machamp with High Jump Kick. Or I could take Executor with Petal Dance. Let's see, and then Golbat, again, Jolteon's pretty much going to be, he's covering everything here. That's not a problem. It's just seeing whether or not I can actually keep him alive is the challenge here. Okay, we're just going to take the same team from before. Jolteon, Gyarados, Machamp. Okay, good, I started with the correct one. Okay. This seems like a bad matchup on paper, but you have to remember I have Surf, which should one-shot this Onix. If it doesn't, then, you know, I'll take my lumps. Also, how is his Onix 6 levels higher than my Jolteon? Did I bring a level 56 Pokemon and not realize it? I know that I randomized levels, but I wasn't paying that close attention, and apparently I probably should not have done that. Oh, no, guess not. Maybe he just had a level 56 Onix randomly? Hold on. No, they're all level 50. He just has a level 56 Onix for some reason. Okay. It's Thunder Punch. I'm a little glad that I went ahead and took care of that Onyx when I did. Okay. Uh-oh. This is going to do a lot of damage. Blizzard off of Lapras. Okay. Not as bad as I thought. Still a little scary. I should be fine because I'm faster than it and I have Thunder Punch, so shouldn't be too big of a problem. Okay, good. Get rid of the Lapras. I like Lapras a lot. I should use it more often. Okay. What do we have last? Of course he has Articuno last. Wish I brought Rhydon. Oh boy. Alright. Well, keep Thunder Punching. It's probably going to survive 2 hits with this, I think. Yeah. What does it have? Okay, why does everything have Blizzard? Hey, Jolteon's not going to survive this. I'm suddenly very concerned. Okay. Alright, we're going to switch to Gyarados. Because he has Flamethrower. And just going to have to hope that I can 2-shot this thing. Because I'm hoping that Blizzard won't 1-shot me. Gyarados does have very good... I hope I use the right move, because the way this controller is set up... Oh, it's faster. Why did I think Gyarados was faster? Okay, I didn't freeze. Okay, he can't, hopefully won't 2-shot me. Fingers crossed. The way that my controller is set up, because I'm using an 8BitDo SN30 Pro, I think that did exactly half. I'm very worried about this fight. But the way it's set up is I have an analog stick. Oh, thank God I missed. That's a 10% miss chance. So I have left thumbs. My right thumbstick is sort of like acting for the C buttons on the N64 controller, which is a little scary because at least with those buttons, it's a button, and with the thumbstick, you might like accidentally press slightly in the wrong direction and select the wrong move. So it's a little bit frightening when you go into these sorts of things. But hey, we beat our first gym leader in the gym leader tower. So that was a weird flash all of a sudden. Sorry about that. Okay, received a key from Brock to open the Misty's. All right then. So I'm not going to go into Misty yet, obviously, because we just spent a while and this is the end of the episode. But next time we'll go into Misty's gym and we'll see what terrors her team will show up for. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, thank you all for tuning into this episode of Pokemon Stadium Randomized. Please do click the like button if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel because I do post content on a daily basis. And I will talk to you all next time.